Hey everybody, it's Misty. I just wanted to come and do a video and show you some of my stick pins that I've been doing. I'm part of a swap, and our swap that we do is stick pins. So this month we're doing a November fall stick pin swap. So all of our pins have to be in fall colors. So I wanted to do just a short little video because when I started these I wasn't too sure exactly what I was doing or how I needed to do them or even where to get the stuff that I needed to do them with. So what I do is I actually went to Joann's and I bought this little box of stick pins, and they are in the floral section, like in the wedding stuff, and they just come plain white, just like that. So what I do is I actually have been trying to figure out what to do because I don't always want my stick pins at the top to be white. Sometimes I want them to have a little color. So if you can see this one, I don't know if you can see the detail in that, but it's kind of got like this little, I don't know, kind of like a leopard print effect to it. So what I did is, I'm going to show you what I did with these, but I started out with just a plain white stick pin. And I used my Copic markers. And I used the brush tip side of my Copic. And I color the tops of my pens to match the colors that I want. So, on this one we started out with just a white pen. And it came out looking, let's see if I can do this so you can see it. It just has this little patterned effect to it, and I'm going to show you how I do that. Now, I just kind of came upon this by accident. These that are actually black, I colored those black with my Copics. These don't have any kind of pattern to it, it's just plain black. So when you color them with the black, they don't have that effect. But here's what I did with the brown ones. So pretty much all I do is I go through and I color from top to bottom the whole pen. Okay, that's coloring it once. Now you're probably looking at it and going, that doesn't look the same. And it doesn't. Okay, this is the one that's already done. This is the one I'm working on. So what I do is I color it once, I go over it once, and I let it just kind of dry for a few minutes. And I'm going to go over it again. And when you do this, it's going to create some streaks in there. You want those streaks. Now if you want it to have the pattern look, you want the little streaks on here. So I just keep coloring over it till I have those streaks. Now if you wanted to have it like a little bit of a tiger stripe to it, I would stop here. I hope you can see this in there. These have little stripes on them, so they look kind of like a tiger print. But on mine, I kind of want it to have this little like cheetah print effect, or kind of a crackle effect. There we go, that's a better word. So what I'm going to do, I've colored this twice now. So I'm going to go back, and I'm just going to take my Copic, and I'm going to make dots. And I'm just going to twist it in my finger as I just poke at it with my Copic. And I'm pretty random about it. Make sure you get the top, because sometimes I forget to do the top, and then you get done and there's this little white spot, which is not good. So I'm just kind of poking around. Making sure that I kind of randomly get everywhere, so there's no more streaks left. And so when I'm done with it, it has this little crackled effect to it. Now you can let it dry, let it hang out. Once it's dry, it pretty much stays on there. I did that with my brown, and I did it with the red one. So I'm just going to show you, I'm going to real quick put one pin together so you can kind of see what it looks like. We're going to do this pin right here. You can see that one. So just start out, and I just stack all my pens on so that they're where I want them. And I mean, the great thing about these is you can be pretty creative with them. You can do them however you want. You can make them look any way you want them to. So once you have all those on there, now this is the one thing I learned when I started doing this, is that they don't stay. And for a while I tried to figure out what everybody was putting on their stick pins to make them stay. And somebody told me about glossy accents, and I love this stuff. So what I do, if you want, you can just glue the bottom one, but what I usually do is if I have a big one in here, I like to glue that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue. Oh, let me get this top off. And I just put it right here on the top of this bead. And then I'm going to push my big bead back down and make sure that it's pretty flush on there. And then once I do that, I'm going to put some more glossy accents on the top bead here. And just make sure that it kind of gets in there. I just kind of spin it around a little bit so it'll go in there. Okay. Now I'm sure you're looking at that and you're going, I can see some of the glossy accents. Once it dries, you can't see any of that. So normally what I do is I have this. This is actually, this had brads on it. And so once I got done using the brads, I kept it for my stick pins. I am right now in the middle of a search for a dress form that I can stick these into, but I haven't found one yet. So usually what I do is I just stick it in there and I hang it upside down just to make sure that it glues and it stays. So I usually leave it drying, usually overnight. I do these and then I just leave them, but you can leave them about 20-30 minutes, and once you're done, you turn them back right side up and you've got your stick pins, and they shouldn't move. Now there are some in here that still kind of spin. That's just because I didn't glue those, but the bottom bead is not going to move, which is going to keep your pins from falling. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and these are just a few of the other ones I've done. I used a gray Copic on this one, and it gave it a really cool zebra effect, so that's my new favorite one. But you can use them on any color. I use pink and dark pink and red on these. Just have fun with them. The more you play with stuff, the more you figure stuff out. That's kind of how I end up doing things. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you got some tips for your stick pins. I'd love to see what you guys create. Thanks. Have a great day.